All right, now we're going to look at merchandising from the purchasing side. It's a little less complex than from the seller side. So first of all, we purchase merchandise. Obviously, we're going to put it into inventory. And we purchase this on account, so we're going to credit accounts payable. Now, that was a fairly easy, straightforward entry, and you can see how it flows through your T accounts. So we're going to pay the amount due before the November 12th date. If you look up here, it says 210 net 30, which means if they pay this within 10 days, they get a 2% discount. And that's what we're going to do. So looking at this, okay, I'm getting a discount of 2% on $1,200, which is $24. Means I don't have to pay that $24. I still have $1,200 in my accounts payable. So I debit my accounts payable for $1,200 and it'd be nice if I knew how to spell, yes? And I'm going to credit my cash for that $11.76. In addition to, I don't have the, okay, here we go. Now we're looking at it from the merchandising side, the purchasing side of the merchandising operation. This is a little more, less complicated. It is definitely less complicated than from the seller side. Very straightforward. So let's look at this. We purchased merchandise for $1,200. Well, that means I have to increase my merchandise $1,200. And I'm also putting this on account, which means I'm going to increase my accounts payable. Fairly straightforward. Now, you'll notice it says 210 net 30. This means if I pay this within 10 days, I get a 2% discount. Well, obviously, I'm going to do that. So what do I have to do now? Well, I'm going to have to remove that out of my accounts payable. That's my debit. I'm also going to take $24 off of this amount that I owe because that's 2% of $1,200. So that means I'm only going to pay $11.76 for this merchandise. Now, how do I balance that? Well, I'm going to lessen or remove that from, or apply that to my merchandise inventory. So that decreases the amount of cost I have in my inventory. So instead of showing when I sell this, my cost of goods sold will be lower. So let's go down and try another one. Now this one has a return on it. So what we're going to do, let's just start. See, this is where we buy it. This is where we return something. And this is where we pay it. So first of all, let's buy it. So we're going to increase our inventory by 1,000. And we're going to add this to accounts payable. And now we're going to return some. So I need to take it out of my accounts payable. And I need to remove it out of my accounts receivable. And now I'm going to pay for it. Well, how much do I owe now? Well, if I look at my accounts payable, it says I have a balance of $900 at this point. So let's just put that down here. And so I'm going to take a 2% discount, which is $18. So how much do I have to pay now? Well, 900 minus 18 means 888. So you can see how it lays out, right? So now I'm going to debit the accounts payable for $900. I'm going to credit cash for $882. And I'm also going to remove or apply that discount to my inventory so that now This is a zero balance. This shows that I paid for it. And my inventory now has a balance of 1,000 minus 100 minus 18, which would mean that my inventory cost 882, right? That's what's left. This is the balance. And that agrees with my cash. So if I were to sell all of this inventory, the inventory value or cost that would show would be the 882 for your cost of goods sold. Does that make sense, how that flows through there? Hope that helps.